Om. Om. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyakrito Vande Bhagavantahu Punah Punah ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Om. Okay, so nowadays we are discussing, or we are doing the Swadhyay of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the famous, and it's a very important Shastra in our Prasthanatrayi. In Prasthanatrayi, there are three things. One is Upanishad Suti Prasthan, second one is Bhagavad Gita, and third one is Brahma Sutra. So out of all these things, Prasthan, it comes. Bhagavad Gita is also there. So Bhagavad Gita is Prasthantrayi. There is a way to study the Vedant. So when we study the Vedant, in Vedanta we have three Prasthan. Three Prasthan means we have three kind of Shastras which we study for Vedant point of view. So one is Upanishads. We study 10 Upanishads. And second, we study Bhagavad Gita, that is called Suti Prasthan. And third one is Brahma Sutra, that is called Vedanta Darshan. So out of these three Prasthan, we study this Bhagavad Gita. So here, yesterday we have discussed and we have done enough conversation, and we have seen two shlokas of first chapter, and here we are going to take now third one. So the third one is Pashyetam Panduputranam Acharya Mahitim Chamum Vyudham Drupadputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. You can chant now. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahati Chamum Mahatim Chamum Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Drupadputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Vyudham Drupadputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Vyudham Drupadputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. So let's go first see the beauty of Sanskrit in this sloka, and have a little bit understanding of Sanskrit Vyakarana with this sloka. So we can see there is Pashyaitam. So when we break down this pada Pashyaitam, so we can break it Pashya Etam. So then we will break this Pandu Putranam Acharya. That is Pandu, then Putranam, then Acharya, then Mahitim, then Chamum, then Vyudham, then Drupad separately we can break down, and Putren separately. Putrena, then Tava, then Shishyena, then Dhimata. So we have broke down all these, and we can see Pashya. Pashya is Drish Dhatu Rupa. In this, we will go in the depth also. First, we will discuss a little bit about Vyakaran, then we will go in the deep from Vedanta point of view. Okay. So, Pashya, it's a Drish Dhatu, and this is a Lot Lakar Rupa from Drish Dhatu. So, Pashya means see, to see, or see. Etam. Etam is from Etad. Etam is from Etad. Etad means this. So Etam is, it's a second case. So second case, Ekvachana. Okay. Dus Dvitya Bhakti, Ekvachana. So that is called Etam. Even this Chamum is also the same second case, Ekvachana. Or now we can see Pandu Putranam. So Pandu Putranam. See, this is Pandu Putranam is you can see as a Shashti or sixth case. Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachana. Sixth case Bahuvachana, the plural one. Okay, Pandu Putra, because it's a relation between Pandu and it's a son of Pandu. Na, that's what the relation. For relation, it is Shashti. Always Shashti comes. Then again we can say that, or if you go for the Samasa part, or you want to go in the more detail of that later you will study in Vyakarana also. So that's not. Acharya means teacher. Okay, it's a teacher. It's a Sambodhan. It's a Sambodhan. Oh teacher. Acharya. Mahatim. Mahatim. So for Mahatim, that is Mahat. It become Mahatim. The Pratipadik Mahat. Then it become Mahatim. So that is Mahatim. What is that? That is again second case, means Dutya Vibhakti Ekvachan. Chamum is again the same, and this is, I have already told you that. And Chamu means army. Sena. In Hindi it is called Sena, and in English it is called army, and in Sanskrit it is called Chamu. Got it? Okay. Then Vyudham. Vyudham means viewed. The Pratipratik is Vyudha, and from Vyudha it become Vyudham. So Vyudham actually, Vyudham means formed. Formed, formed. Okay. And then it is Drupad Putrena. So Drupad Putrena means son of Drupada. Okay. And Drupad Putrena means it is like Ramena. You know Ramena, it is Drupad Putrena. Tava. Tava means yours. Tava means yours. Tava become from Tava is from Yusmad Pratipatik. The Pratipatik is Yusmad. Yusmad masculine. In Yusmad masculine, it will go Yusmad Purusha Rupa, Purling Rupa, it will become Tava. Okay. Sixth case. Okay. Sixth Ekvachana. Dupat Putrena, Tava. Everything is, I think, it's covered. Actually, Dhimata. Yeah, one word is left. Dhimata. Dhimata is like the Pratipadik is Dhimat. Okay, and in masculine, like masculine means pulling. So in Hindi it is pulling, and in English is masculine. So that is Dhimata. Dhimata means Dhimata. You can understand even if somebody knows Hindi, in the Dhimata can understand means brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. This word come brilliant. And if you look at the grammar part for this, Dhihi Ashyasatiti Dhiman. Dhihi Ashyasatiti Dhiman. You can look on that part also. That is the thing about a little bit introduction as per the grammar things. Okay, and that is also important because studying grammar also, and will have a flavor of grammar also. That's the thing. Okay, now let's go the meaning of this shloka, so that we can understand a small like a simple straightforward meaning. First I'll tell you. Straightforward meaning is, behold, O teacher, this mighty army. Because see, now army is there actually. Okay, both sides armies are there, and this is the sambodhan. This is a sambodhan from Duryodhan. This is the sambodhan from Duryodhan side. O teacher, who is the teacher here? Can you tell me? No, Drona is here actually. Hmm. O teacher, see, this army is there of Pandava, and it is arrayed by the son of Drupada. Drupada's son is Drashtadumna. Drupada is the father for Drashtadumna. So here he is pointing to Drashtadumna, and who is the son of Drupada. So in pointing that, see this Drashtadumna, who is the son of Drupada, and this is not only the son of Drupada, it is also a student of yours. Means it is your intelligent disciple. So one thing actually we should look out in this, the beauty of the shloka is that, see, this Duryodhana is pointed to his teacher Drona, and he is pointing like he has some fear actually in his mind. That fear is reflecting in this shloka. You can see this fear it's very much reflecting in this shloka. See, he's saying to his teacher, and there is some fear actually. In fact, fear should be there because he is doing something, against the dharma. He is doing adharma. So a person who do adharma, he will definitely have the fear in his mind. Definitely, whether he is showing that or not, that's not a thing actually. Some people don't show that they have fear inside, but still they have the fear because they are doing something wrong actually, which is not good, which is not right as per the shastra, as per the society, and as per the other things, and that is called adharma. So Duryodhan is doing adharma here because he only initiated this battle actually. Because Krishna, Bhagwan Krishna, even Bhagwan Krishna was trying that something should happen so that we can stop this battle. But what happens even in that kind of we say when he is trying, Krishna is trying, he only asked five villages because he needs some compromise should happen between these both, Pandava and Kuru. So that's what he asked, only five villages. And even for five villages, this person, Duryodhana, totally denied. Even not denied, but denied in a bad way. Even he insulted Krishna also. When Krishna went to Duryodhana and he asked that at least five villages you can give so that the Pandu can survive, and they obey me properly, and they will not ask anything. They will simply live their life with these five villages. So that point actually, that time, this person Duryodhana, what he did actually, he not only like denied for these five villages, but also insulted Bhagwan Krishna. That is the main cause actually. That is the main cause. So here now he is doing the adharma. So adharma has always fear in his mind. Adharma, the person who is doing adharma, he will be definitely having a fear in his mind. That's what here he is saying that, hey, Acharya, Acharya. Who is Acharya here? Drona is Acharya. Hey Acharya, see, Pashyaitam, Pashyaitam, Pashya. To see, Etam. These actually, to this, not these, this. Because Pasyatam, Etam is Ekvachana. To this. Who? Pandu Putranam Acharyan, who is saying to Pandu Putran, see, Mahati, this Drupad Putrena, you see this Drupad Putrena, Drupad, you see the son of Drupad, Drishtadumna, who is a very good disciple of yours. You see, look, I think he has some fear. He has some fear. Even a fear is reflecting from that point of view. So that's the thing. And okay, now we can see. Pashya means behold. Pashya, behold. Etam, this Pandu Putranam means the son of Pandu. Acharya is a Sambodhan or teacher. Mahitim means a great. Chamum, army. Vyudham, arid. Drupad Putren means a son of Drupada. Tava Shishyena, by your disciple. Dhimata means wise. That's what that this sloka says actually. So he is just standing in front of Drona, and he is saying all these things about this. So that's what this sloka is saying actually. So let's move to other sloka. Okay, let's go to fourth sloka. अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा भीमार्जुन समायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः. अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा, you can chant with me. अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा भीमार्जुन समायुधि युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः. अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा भीमार्जुन समायुधि. युयुधानो विराटश्च द्रुपदश्च महारथः. Yeah, it's Maharatha. Maharatha. Yeah, it is Maharatha. It is the plural one. Let's look. Maharatha. Yeah, it's a Bahuvachana, plural one. It's a Prathama Bahuvachana. Here, let's look at the grammar part. Atra Suraha. Atra is Atra, like it's Avyav. Yeah, it's Avyava. Yeah, and here Shura. Shura is from Sur, and Sur means experts. Experts in what? Expert for battlefield. Expert in battlefield. That's called Shura. Yeah, it's again a Prathama Bahuvachana. Shuraha, Ramaha. You can see like this, na? Shuraha, Ramaha kind thing. Maheshwasaha. Maheshwasa again. This is from Maheshwasa and Prathama Bahuvachan. So it is Maheshwasaha means Maheshwasaha means who is a man of great pose. In Hindi you can see who is Dhanurdhari, great Dhanurdhari. Mahanti Dhanushi, Mahanti Dhanumshi, Yeshamti Rajanam. That is called Maheshwasa. Ishu asyate asminiti Ishwasam Dhanuhu. The conclusion is a man of great pose. Okay. Bhima Arjun Samaha. Bhima Arjun Samaha means Bhima Arjun Sam. It's a Prathama. Again, Bahuvachana. Bhima Arjun Samaha. Bhima Arjun Samaha means Bhimena Arjunena cha Samaha. Bhimena Arjunena cha Samaha. Bhima Arjun Samaha. Yeah. Yeah. Bhima Arjuna. So, it is like that. Yudhi. Yudhi. Yudhi means in battle. So, it comes from Yudh. Yudh and it become Yudhi. So, Yudh, it's a seventh case actually. Saptami Ekvachan. Yudh is the Pratipadik. Dha is Halantyam. Dha is Halantyam kind of. Not Halantyam, Halantu. Dha is Halant. Okay. Means a half. Okay. Dha. Then it become Yudhi in seventh case. Yuyudhana. Yuyudhana is from Yuyudhan. Yuyudhan. It's a Prathama Ekvachan like Ramaha. So like Yuyudhan is Yuyudhanaha. So Virataha, again it is from Virat, Prathama. Cha, it is again Avyapad. Drupadaha, again it is Prathama Ekvachan from Drupada. Drupada. Cha, again Avya. Maharataha, it is the plural one. So the meanings are Maharata is the person who is capable to fight and lead a great army. That is called Maharata. Capable to fight actually, who has a good capability for fighting and who has the capability of leading the great army. That person called Maharatha. Okay, and Drupad, Drupad is the king and it's a father of Draupadi. You know Draupadi? Who is that Draupadi? Wife of Pandava. Okay. Hmm. So Virata and this Yuyudhana and the Yudhi in battle. So these are the simple see a little bit introduction as per the grammar rules. So now let's go to what exactly this shloka want to say. Okay, so let's go to here. Atra means here. Shuraha. Shuraha, I told you, heroes. You can say heroes also. So here they are good or capable. Mahishvasa, like who has a great archer, mighty archer, mighty archers. Bhima Arjun Samaha. Bhima Arjun Samaha means Bhima and Arjuna. Yudhi in battle. Yuyudhanaha. Yuyudhanaha. Virataha. So these are the simple things here. So here what exactly he is just pointing out. He is just pointing out that there are heroes in this army actually. There are heroes. They are great bowmen like Bhima and Arjuna. He is afraid actually. He is saying that there are great bowmen are there. Like Bhima is there, Arjuna is there, Yuyudhana is there, Yuyudhan is there, Virat is there, Drupada is there. So many heroes are there. So it seems he is in a great fear actually. So that's what he's mentioning here. So that's what this slok is saying. Nothing serious about it. The only thing is he is mentioning that here the great, they know all how to battle properly, how to fight in a battle properly. They are Maharathi. They are Maharatha. Maharatha. Yudhana is also there, and Yudhana is a person who has taken, this who learned all the this Astra Shastra Vidya, how to run these all weapons, this Astra Vidya from Arjuna. This Yuyudhana is a person who learnt it from Arjuna. So definitely if somebody has learnt from Arjuna, he would also be a big Maharatha, and he will also be a good fighter. So Here it's like this actually. One is that Virata, he is also a good fighter, and Drupad, that is like a father of Draupadi, he is also a good fighter, and Drishtaketu, and these all. So this is the thing actually. This he is mentioning here. So nowadays, actually, in this battle, who all are standing in front of Duryodhan's army? So he is just looking out and just having a fear, and he is hiding his fear and just saying that these are the fighters in front of me. So this is the basic actually layer, or this is the basic part of Bhagavad Gita, the foundation is getting ready for the battle and for the Bhagavad Gita. That's the thing. So let's see other thing tomorrow. Okay. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।